Step into the ring, fans. It's main event reports, bringing you all the latest from WWE. Don't forget to subscribe, and let's get started. Roman Reigns has finally spoken from his hospital room, and what he revealed has left the wrestling world stunned. For weeks, fans have speculated, debated, and argued online about what really happened during the controversial incident in Paris. Now, for the first time, Roman has opened up about the emotional and psychological impact of that night, along with the shocking behind-the-scenes details that he believes contributed to the situation spiraling out of control. According to Roman, the incident was not just a misunderstanding in the ring. It was the result of miscommunication, personal tensions, and a build-up of professional pressure that had been simmering for weeks. His words have triggered conversations across the industry about performer safety, mental health, locker room culture, and the responsibilities of management during high-stress international events. The moments before Paris. Roman's trust and guidance. Roman revealed that weeks before the Paris event, he had been in regular discussions with younger talent, including Bron Breakker. He explained that he had been genuinely trying to help guide rising stars, offering advice, mentorship, and industry wisdom the same way legends once guided him. Roman says those early conversations felt positive and constructive, filled with ambition and respect. But he now believes certain situations were misinterpreted, miscommunicated, or complicated by outside pressures, leading to a growing sense of confusion among the performers involved. According to Roman, what he thought was mentorship may have been seen differently by others, creating tension he did not realize existed inside the Paris incident. What Roman remembers when discussing the night in Paris, Roman chose his words carefully, focusing on clarity rather than blame. He said he walked into the backstage area fully expecting a routine segment. Nothing out of the ordinary, nothing dangerous, nothing dramatic. Instead, he found himself in the middle of an unexpected confrontation that escalated in ways no one had anticipated. Roman emphasized that the incident involved high emotions, frustration, and miscommunication among multiple people, leading to a chaotic moment that was never supposed to happen. He recalled feeling blindsided and overwhelmed, not because of physical harm, but because of the emotional shock of seeing colleagues react intensely in a situation that should have been calm and controlled Roman's medical reality. The recovery journey. Roman shared that although initial reports exaggerated the extent of his injuries, the truth is still serious and deeply personal. He suffered stress-related symptoms, exhaustion, and complications from overworking in a physically demanding environment. Doctors advised him to rest immediately, both physically and mentally, to prevent the situation from becoming more severe. Roman described waking up disoriented, tired, and emotionally drained, not from trauma, but from the reality that his body had reached a breaking point after years of non-stop performing. His medical team recommended a period of recovery, therapy, and specialized treatment to help him regain balance and rebuild his strength. Emotional impact on family. Roman opens up. One of the most heartfelt moments in Roman's interview came when he spoke about his family. He admitted that the emotional toll of the incident far outweighed the physical distress. His children were confused and frightened by seeing their father suddenly hospitalized. His wife struggled with the uncertainty and pressure of balancing public attention with private concern. Roman expressed gratitude for the support he's received at home, but admitted how difficult it has been to explain the situation to his younger family members. He said the toughest part of this entire ordeal was seeing the people he loves most deal with worry, fear, and uncertainty. Locker room silence. Why many kept quiet. Roman did not attack his colleagues, but he did honestly acknowledge the silence from much of the locker room. He believes the lack of public support was not personal betrayal, but fear. Fear of getting involved in a complicated situation. Fear of being misunderstood. Fear of damaging their own careers. He reminded fans that every performer faces pressure, contracts, expectations, and personal challenges they cannot always share. Roman said he hopes the future brings more unity and communication backstage, but understands why many stayed quiet during a moment filled with confusion and conflicting reports: the investigation. What Roman learned, Roman explained that after the incident, his team conducted a personal review to understand what went wrong, why it happened, and how it could be prevented in the future. What he discovered was not a sinister conspiracy but mismanaged information, unclear communication channels, and a breakdown in coordination among multiple departments during a hectic international event. Roman emphasized that the issue was systemic, not personal, that the environment, schedule, and backstage structure created the perfect conditions for misunderstandings to snowball into much bigger problems. The legal and management response. Roman clarified that WWE's legal and corporate teams reached out early not to silence him, but to manage messaging and ensure public statements didn't create further confusion or potential defamation issues. He said he understands now that the company was trying to maintain order, protect talent, and avoid misunderstandings spreading online. However, he also admitted that the timing of those conversations felt overwhelming and emotionally difficult, given that he was still processing what had happened. Roman believes that in the future, there should be more sensitivity and clearer protocols around how performers are approached during medical recovery. The wider industry impact. Conversations beyond Roman. The Paris incident has inspired widespread industry discussions about safety, mental health, scheduling pressure, and accountability. Roman has become an unexpected symbol of that conversation. Not because he wanted to be, but because his experience forced the issue into the spotlight. Multiple wrestlers have privately shared their own stories with Roman, discussing moments where they felt unsafe, overwhelmed, or unsupported. Roman hopes these discussions lead to improved protocols, better communication, and a culture where performers feel secure speaking up before small issues turn into major problems. The future of Roman Reigns: determination and hope. Roman ended his interview with a message of strength and resolve. He made it clear that he is focused on healing, recovering, and returning stronger than ever, not to prove something to others, but to honor the love he has for the business and the fans who have supported him throughout his career. Roman believes this incident will ultimately change WWE for the better, encouraging reforms, better structures, and accountability. He expressed gratitude to fans, colleagues, medical professionals, and everyone who reached out during his recovery. And most of all, he promised that his journey is far from over. A new era of transparency begins. Roman's interview is more than a personal testimony. It's a turning point. It's a reminder that behind every superstar is a human being dealing with pressure, expectations, and challenges the audience never sees. His courage in speaking honestly about miscommunication, emotional stress, family impact, and recovery has opened the door for others to discuss their own struggles. As the wrestling world watches closely, one thing is certain: Roman Reigns is not backing down, not giving up, and not walking away. His next chapter is already being written, and the lessons learned from Paris will shape the future of the entire industry.